Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
I was kick back, taking it easy.
By gosh, go down and fight them. By gosh, make them work for it. You especially won't go to court if it's bullshit charges because you get them thrown out.
Well, that's a bitch, you have to deal with it.
Oh, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Welcome. I am the Recovery Addict. This is the Court of Public Opinion. I said that backwards. This is the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Thank you so much for being here. As everything's slowly getting warmed up and turned on, and I think we're good. Not everything's slowly getting warmed up. Mrs. Ari made me a daddy bear bowl of porridge or oatmeal this morning, and it's still boiling. I think it is so hot. It is so hot. Oh man, it's good to be here. Let's see. We have court today. Oh my goodness, it's so good to be able to say this. We have court today. Thomas Randolph, the trial begins today with opening statements around noon. So we're going to talk a little bit this morning about that. We're going to talk a little bit about... I do that as well. That's going to be mostly tonight, though, at the podcast. The Not Relevant podcast starts at 8 p.m. on this channel. We also are going to talk about why Brian Kohberger is in the news and why this light is yellow instead of white. Somebody has adjusted my lights, which makes me look different colors on different sides of my face. It's all right. We'll get it fixed. And mostly it will bother me, not you. But I've got like a white light and a yellow light right here. I like to keep them balanced. Anyway, it's Friday. Correct? It's Friday. We made it. No Pants Friday. Excited to be here. I'm slowly going to keep testing the edges of this oatmeal to see if it cools down. If I burn my tongue, I'll be talking like this for the whole day. So I have to be careful. Tell you what would really help right now. What would really help is a nice cool glass of water in case I need like an emergency fire put out in my mouth. Now that's a lot better. Okay. I've run out of spots on Mrs. R.A.'s bookshelf to put my mug. It'll have to just hang out right there. All right. Quick little housekeeping business items, things we have to, what is it called? They're housekeeping items. That's what it is. Actually, I can't see chat. Is that a problem? It is a problem. Why is this not moving? There we go. First thing, I tried so hard, pushed the button, and it didn't work because I haven't pushed the button over here yet. Reconnecting to switcher. Still reconnecting to switcher. Hey Siri, turn my lights purple.
You got it?
I got it. Siri's on it. So we're going to get a little glow around the TV here in just a second. If, you know.
The lights are taking a while to respond.
You're telling me. Oh, there we go. We got the lights. My switcher is also taking a while to respond. Okay, now I think I'm set up. Yes, there it is. Ashley, that was the first item of business. Ashley was first in chat this morning. First in chat comes with its penalty, punishment, prize, whatever you want to call it. But it basically, the first person in chat every day has to take care of everything IP related. That means the internet the rest of the day, or at least until we go live again. And Ashley was that person. Ashley, you've won before, but it's been a little bit. I think you remember how to do it. Congratulations. We're adding this win or this offense to your permanent record. And we are going to make you keep your end of the deal, keep the internet going while we take care of the fun stuff. So thank you. We also expect you to participate in chat and everything else as you normally do. So thank you for being first in chat. Congratulations once again. Purple shirt, purple light, says Gordon. Yes, we're there. We're ready to go today. All right. Let's see. There's a couple things. I was going to say we were going to talk about one more thing. You made my Siri answer. Everyone who has lights just got purple lights who are watching the live stream. Sorry, that was courtesy of Siri. We want to talk a little bit about why Brian Kohberger or the Brian Kohberger case is in the news. And by a show of hands, who knows why Brian Kohberger's case is in the news this morning? And I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do directly with Brian Kohberger. Can we say, let's see, GoFundMe. Why is GoFundMe and the Kohberger case in the news today?
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
Murray Ross, we are seeing a live trial. Here's the catch. It's in Las Vegas. And as opposed to what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas, we're going to get to see it here. But Las Vegas is still asleep right now because they had a rough night. And so it'll be about noon, my time, Eastern time, before they're actually up and doing anything. And so that's when trial's going to start. So they always have a perpetual hangover, or maybe it's the time zone difference. I'm not sure which.
Is that correct?
Well, Kathy, if you ever need me to instruct your device on what you want done, let me know, and I'll do that. So yes, we do have opening statements in the Thomas Randolph trial today. We do have a jury seated. That happened yesterday. We are super excited. I am giddy as well. It's going to be fun. I watch RA on my television, Brandy on my phone or computer. I can multitask. That is awesome, Helmut. So the TikTok thing, Ashley, yes, the TikTok thing is why Brian Kohberger's case is in the news again today. I mean, he's been filing things. There's always paperwork updates. So those are also in the news. But the TikTok is what caught my attention. Because you guys remember way back when we were trying to figure out who done it, right? At the very beginning, they were trying to see, where is this murder? Why is there no sign of him? When the investigation was going on and the Idaho police were, bungling their public interactions. Not quite, Kim, not quite. We're not raising funds for Kohberger directly or at all. Here's what happens. There was a girl on TikTok, and I'm not going to share her TikTok name, but she, her whole shtick on TikTok is that she says she has a spiritual gift where she's able to basically see what happened and, through spirits communicate with her, and they'll tell her she can solve crimes, basically. So she can see things that other people can't see. And using her TikTok channel, she purported to have solved the BK case at a time when nobody knew what was going on. And she pointed the finger of blame at a University of Idaho professor and said, she's the one who did it. And then later she said, she's the one who orchestrated it. And her different words were, they changed a little bit, but basically it still put the blame on this professor, and that she knew what was going on, or was either participant or in charge of the slayings that happened in Idaho. Idaho professor is completely caught off guard. Okay, the fact that she happens to be up in the area and teaches at the college is the only thing that might slightly put her in the realm of investigation. But the police were very, very quickly able to exclude her and say, look, she's not any sort of suspect. She's not even on the list. She's fine. She's, we've cleared her. She's great. This girl does not back down on TikTok. She continues. Some of these TikToks got millions and millions of views. And eventually the Idaho teacher's like, look, send a lawyer, cease and desist. Stop. You can't just drag my name through the mud saying I committed murder when I didn't. And this girl doubles down. She is now countersued, okay? Because the teacher sued her to say, stop, you can't do this. And all she's asking for is for attorney's fees. Okay, she's not like going after all the money this girl made on TikTok for saying these flamboyant things. But all she's asking for is her attorney's fees. And now this girl's countersued her, saying, that she's the one that was harmed in this whole interaction with the teacher. And she's saying, you can't tell me that I was wrong because it's like substantially true. Or it's substantially true the teacher was involved? No, it's not. It's not. But that's what she's doing. So she's suing. Now, somebody has started a GoFundMe for the college professor, because college professors, generally, they usually make pretty good money. Idaho University, not sure if it's, that good of money that you can just afford to shell out the big bucks to fight a lawsuit just fine and no sweat. But it's already up to, last time I checked, about $20,000 of donations for this teacher, because people are like, we are so sorry, this girl from TikTok just jumped all over you for no good reason at all, and they're trying to help her out. So that's why that's in the news. It is bizarre. I'm going to check the porridge again now to see if it's ready to be eaten. This is apple cinnamon, by the way. Highly recommend this flavor. Yeah, it is good. I wish I had like a police chase or something I could show, so I wouldn't be like eating it when you guys are watching or listening. All right, so yeah, it's very crazy. We're going to keep an eye on that one, because I'm pretty sure like there's like no scenario in my head that is reasonable that will play out where this TikTok girl gets paid out, unless it's through her TikTok videos and by TikTok. The court case, it's going to be, the judge is going to look at this and be like, seriously? Anyway, it's going to be crazy. BK just gets crazier. It will be another crazy case. And if he actually keeps his right to speedy trial intact and moves forward, and we have a case this fall, it's going to be bizarre. It's going to be wild. Is it baby bear temperature? It's very close to baby bear temperature. It's somewhere between baby bear and mama bear. But if I don't eat it soon, it's going to go to garbage temperature, which is room temperature, which is not as good at all. It still can be eaten, but it starts solidifying at that stage, or maybe gelling is the correct word. You're all eating too, but the difference is I'm on camera and I have a mic right in front of my mouth. Gale pads. So I'm mindful of that and aware of that. Thank you, Judy K. McGee. Love the flavor as well. It's one of my favorites. Brown sugar and cinnamon is also good, but apple cinnamon is great as well. This one has like whole like quarters of apples in it. It seems like you're like eating oatmeal and then suddenly you get like a spoonful of apple. Coagulating, what a word for the day, Jamie. Appropriate. Congealing, coagulating. What other words describe cold oatmeal? A bagel, that's also a good thing. Chat slowly disappears to go make apple cinnamon cereal. Yes. Quaker oat stock jumps on news. All that. All right. Where are we at with everything else? I forgot. It's Friday. Do we have anyone who has a birthday today, anniversary, anything we need to cheer and shout out, or just good news that you need to share with the group that you think might be appropriate? I'm gonna pause for a minute while I take a small bite. Okay, a big one. Never mind. Yeah, it's oatmeal. It's the breakfast of champions today. Oh man, Carrie, there was a time when I could do an energy drink for breakfast, but that time has passed. I don't think my heart could handle that. Going from deep sleep to 110 miles per hour is a little bit rough for a guy like me. Did we do birthdays yesterday? We did, Paula. I think we had 3 birthdays, 5 birthdays, or was that the day before? Jamie, member for 3 months. Good morning. Is the sounds working? Are we getting the sounds? Sorry, here. Let me turn that off so that doesn't drive you insane. Sounds are on. There. Okay. Let me check the sound machine. It says it's working. Oh.
Is that correct?
There they go. Okay. Yep, their sounds are working. And the words are back on the screen. What time does trial start? It starts at noon Eastern time or 9 a.m. Las Vegas time. So we've got a little bit of time to get ready this morning and talk about this. So if you have any questions about the trial, I will tell you, I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I don't often make mistakes, but when I do, I make them big.
I'm not a camel.
My chart is all wrong. My chart is all wrong. Well, let me tell you the parts that are right. First, let me get rid of my face and the words here. Hey, now I can eat oatmeal, and you guys don't know. I've got the numbers wrong. Wife 1 is Catherine. Wife 2 is Becky. Wife 3 is Leona. Wife 4 is Gaina, and wife 5 is Frances. Wife 6 is Sharon. So I completely mixed these up, and I think the deaths are still right. The type of death. What I know is that the number of wives and the types of deaths are right. But we might have to play mix and match, and maybe somebody can screenshot this and using a pen or pencil, draw and connect different things, sort of like, where does this belong? What is that called when you have like all the options on one side and the people on the other, and you sort of connect the right things? I don't know what it is, but I need to do it, and it's not correct. So I need to fix this chart, and the problem is I don't know what to fix it to. So I think that's right, but I know the wives are in the wrong order. At least I saw that when we were watching the Dateline special the other day. What I need is Brandy to help me figure out how to do charts. Is what I need, because I know her chart's not going to be wrong. It's just matching. It's a matching game. We do it with our kids all the time with the little cards. It's like playing Go Fish. Meet us a game while we wait. Thank you. Yes. Submit your right answers, and I'll try to follow them. And don't submit wrong ones, though, because I will follow those as well, and that won't help anybody. Susan says, good morning. Very impressive how you understand all that equipment and technology. I'm clueless to all that stuff. Susan, I was as well, and it looks impressive, but really there's only like 3 buttons I use. So if you could learn how to use 3 buttons, you too could do this. It's pretty fun. It really is. I enjoy teaching people how to do this. And you don't have to start with all these buttons and everything set up. I mean, you don't need a Stream Deck with 76 pages of options. You don't even need all this stuff. You can start much simpler than that and still have a really good product. So if you're interested, let me know. I'd be happy to share anything to help you out. Okay. Leona died of cancer per Randolph. Is that corroborated? That's what everyone seems to say, is that's how she died. But I don't know why. Maybe Dateline is wrong. Don't tell my buddy, the producer there in Las Vegas. Are we going to the kidnapping trial? We're not going to cover the kidnapping trial. That, first of all, the content's a little bit rough for the community. Anytime there's an SA case involving a child, that's a tough thing for us to follow.
I'm not a camel.
We try not to do that very often. Depend on as long as we have other options. And if we were to pick up like 2 cases, my brain can't handle it. Let's see. I confirmed Brandy is streaming the Randolph trial live if anyone prefers that. Yes, Brandy does have the trial as well. We're doing the same trial, so you can watch it either with her or with me or with both of us, whichever to your heart's content. And I wouldn't fault you for 1 second for going over and checking out the amazing charts that Brandy has and watching there. She does a great job. Love her. She's a fantastic YouTuber. Great at true crime. Just a genuine person. So big props out to her. And I'm glad she's feeling better, too.
Alex stole it as well.
Karen says, you truly have a heart of gold. The very definition of build a longer table, not a higher fence. You make us all better people. Karen, I was today years old when I first heard that saying, build a longer table, not a higher fence. I like it. I didn't know that was a thing, but definitely there's more that brings us together than separates us. That's what I've been looking at. Uh-oh. Ooh, Maisla. If you're okay with this, I love Lucy on Brandy's channel. I want a Lucy cam on my channel. That's what I want. If you're okay with this, with it being your birthday tomorrow, I am going to be live streaming tomorrow, but the problem is I'm not going to be live streaming on my channel. I'm going to be live streaming on Homestead to Hardware. We're taking the live view out. We're going to be in the hardware store. We're going to have Sarah and her sister mic'd up, and we're going to follow them around. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be something you've never seen on YouTube before. You've never seen like a behind the scenes in the hardware store like we're going to have today or tomorrow. So that's where I'll be. So the problem is I won't be able to sing to you tomorrow. I won't be mic'd up for starters. I'm going to be behind the camera. I might make an occasional appearance, but that's about it. Maisla, if I sang to you today, could you like save it and maybe go back on the rewatch and watch it tomorrow? And then would that count as me singing to you tomorrow? Would that work? Holly used it in sermons. It sounds like a great saying. Build a longer table, not a higher fence. I'm not seeing Maisla's response here. You're not going to get stick figures on Brandy's channel. That's something that's unique to this channel. It's also the limit of my abilities. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to follow several conversations. You guys are funny. The oatmeal doesn't help you if you don't eat it. Virginia, I know that. Hey, Reverend Beasy, welcome. Brings the zebras. I have my zebra right here. It resides just off screen because it sways and it's distracting to me. But it's close enough that I can get it if I need it. Is Maisla even here? Maisla? If it's your birthday tomorrow, we need you to be here because I might have to sing later. Just sing She's Sleeping and we'll catch later. All right. Is there anyone else whose birthday is today or tomorrow that we can include in this? I bring cats for cat song. All right, Tash, have fun over there at the Brandy's. That's awesome. I know they're on Verdict Watch on one of those trials. So please wish my son, Ty, a happy 16th birthday. Mayla's mom, Ty, couple things. First of all, congratulations. 16 years old. It's a big birthday. Generally, that's about the same time you start driving. Please be careful. I know you think you know everything, and you probably do, but pretend you don't for your mom's sake. When she gives you advice about driving, just follow it for a little bit, maybe till you're like 21, 22, whenever it is you move out, 18, if you've got, big plans. But 16 is awesome, okay? Life is good right now. Have fun. Don't do stupid stuff, though. It's very easy at this point in your life to make a stupid decision that can really sort of mess up the next 5 years of your life. You don't want to do that. Okay? Listen to your mom. Be a good kid. Study in school. Don't do drugs. And happy birthday. And give your mom a big hug for you. For her. For me. For raising you. For doing a good job. So happy birthday to you today. So Ty, hope you have a great one. And thanks for watching as well. I think that's it. So we just mine is Saturday. So Holly, okay, I like that fish. Holly, that's a largemouth. That's a beauty. That's a beast, Holly. Where'd you catch that? And can I fish there? I don't catch many largemouth that size. It's been a long time since I've caught one. Okay. Oh my goodness, we've got a lot of names coming in. Hang on, I need to write them down. Where's my notepad? I used to have a notepad on here. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Okay, so we've got Holly is Saturday. Oh my goodness, where did it go? I missed where it was. Holly is Saturday. Who's been tracking? Where's the birthdays here? My birthday's tomorrow. Trina, we're going to sing to you as well. Ty, we're going to include Ty. And Maisla, is that it? Just those four? Reverend Beasy, you only got a quick soundbite. Oh my goodness, we'll have to fix that at some point. Okay, this is the last call. Last call. Trina is also tomorrow. Okay, I've got Trina. This is basically my whole little soliloquy monologue. It boiled down to a couple phrases. Drugs are bad. Cars are dangerous. Be safe, Ty. Oh my goodness. Is it? Say it ain't so. I've got a spam risk right now. Hang on.
From Teresa.
Oh, sorry. That's not a spam risk.
Press 1 to send a voice.
Teresa, this is Recovery Addict. How are you doing?
I'm okay. So, my chats don't show up.
Oh, no. Let's
no.
see. You might need to turn your computer down because it's going to be a little confusing for us hearing it in the background.
Okay, I got it down.
Let me check. You may have. Were you naughty? First, I have to ask. Were you naughty in chat? Were you rude to people or anything?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not even rude to my kids.
You might have been clicked on accidentally. What's the YouTube username?
Wait, YouTube. I don't know. Maybe Illinois 1980 graduate?
Well, congratulations on the graduation in 1980. That's awesome. I found a Teresa actually in the naughty list. Let's just say I don't know how you got there. I don't. But
I'm like, I didn't do anything.
I'm going to give you a pass because you've called nicely. Just continue to be good, and you should be all right. If your name is Teresa on YouTube, that's it. I don't see an Illinois 1980 graduate in there at all. But
okay.
But what was your mascot in Illinois? What's the mascot there?
Well, Catholic school, so let me see. It was
just rosaries. Yeah.
Rosary beads.
Rosary beads were your mascot. Well, congratulations. Teresa, thank you. I've got you fixed. Hopefully, give it a try. If you still have trouble, reach out to me again, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. That's why we have a burner phone, guys, so we can help out on situations like that. Accidents happen. Here we go. We are ready. We are ready to sing. Let's see. Just 1 second. Is RA tech support, your call will be recorded for training purposes. I was so hoping we had a spam call. I was rather talk to Teresa, but that's good. Okay. Lily was yesterday. Happy birthday, Lily. I'm not sure if I can fit Lily's name in here as well. I think I've got everyone's birthdays. We're gonna give it a go. I apologize if I'm gonna miss you here. Oh man. Okay, here we go. La 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 la. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Holly, Trina, Ty, and Maisla. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that was close. I think I need more porridge before I sing anymore. Quick break here while we listen to the music. It's getting below baby bear temperature. That was close. Did you guys see that? Please tell me that was off camera. It's on my shirt. I can't lick my shirt on screen, but it's that good. Okay. Clean up on aisle 7, Mrs. RA, if you're watching. Okay. Maybe I can't eat on camera. It's been a rough morning. I'll blame it on the goatee. I'm going to blame that on the goatee. It's getting in the way of the food getting in my mouth, which means the goatee has to go. It's the go part of the goatee. It's going to happen here soon. Let's see. Flobby Jobby, our Scottish friends, crack up every time they see this. But thank you for gifting a membership. Appreciate that. It's the texture of peanut butter now. Not quite, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Cashette says, and clipped. Oh, great. Yeah, that's good. I almost caught some porridge in the Flavor Saver. I've never called it. I was today years old when I've heard it called a Flavor Saver. Okay. I realize everyone's blaming the goatee. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. That being what it is, we're going to talk about the trial today instead of porridge and things like that. But I wanted to hear, we had about 50 of you in Discord the other day on the Discord channel watching the Dateline special. And I watched like 2.5 of them, and then I had to go metal detecting because nature was calling and I must go. Thank you, Samantha Terry, for shouting out this channel. This is the channel I'm going to be live streaming on tomorrow morning in the hardware store. And we might even actually go up to the homestead and film the cows. That would be a lot of fun. They have just an amazing little farm up there. Anyway, I wanted to hear what your thoughts were about these cases and about the 6 wives and about the fact that basically the jury needs to not know about the previous 5. Which just, it blows my mind because you look at this, you look at the Dateline thing and it's like, oh my goodness, the evidence is adding up. And I realize we've got circumstantial case here, a big circumstantial case. Check the burner, please, says K-Met. Hang on just 1 second. I want to point this out, Mayla's mom. Just one second. Let me. Hey, my son sent me a picture.
Is that correct?
Great. He sent me a picture saying loose fuel cap. It's not fixed by me screwing the gas cap on. Oops. He texts me every time there's problems. Don't squeeze those cows. No, these are the only cows we squeeze right here. The Moopack or Cash Cow 2. When do you think court will rule about Crumbly parents' potential trial? I thought they already had ruled on that. Isn't that moving forward? I thought they're able to be prosecuted. I'm farm sitting for a coworker, and he has piglets. They are so cute. I didn't know farm sitting was a thing. I've heard of house sitting, Denise. House sitting, you generally go over and you watch TV on someone else's TV. That's how it works. Farm sitting, you have to go over and you do all their farm work. So that's a rough one. Okay, let's see. Got... Carl. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I can do this, Carl. I've been less than nice to him. He's reached out to Billy Lane. Okay. Talking about Thomas Randolph. He's a narcissistic jerk, and I think it's wrong. They can't talk about his past bad acts, that they are directly tied to this case. What is the right amount of prior acts that would be appropriate? Look at say for instance Zachariah Anderson. The prior acts that were brought in there. Well, there was some stuff that was alleged that I think shouldn't have been brought in. Obviously, with his daughter's testimony, how that ended on the stand. But just with the marijuana and the history of that and his involvement, that was too much, I think. I missed your buffer. What's the buffer? It's because I got the sound down. Sorry. Where's the buffer? Your chart is not wrong. Is Dateline wrong, Amber?
I'm not a camel.
I like the fact that I'm right. But I will say this. My chart matches up a news report list of this, but it didn't match up with Dateline. Floppy Jobby just gifted a membership. That one went to Tash. Congratulations. And thank you, Floppy Jobby. You're just trying to get me to say your name. So, we were going to discuss the cringy reenactment. The reenactment, this happened shortly after, I think a couple days after the killing. And first of all, Mr. Randolph is all calm, cool, and collected. Like cool as a cucumber about this. And hang on just one second. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
It's easier just to call you than to try and have you see it in chat. So Dateline, I think, on the actual video itself mixed a couple of them up, but I actually sent you the link of the breakdown of them in order.
And I got it right?
Yeah, yours is right. And I think you may have gone off. Oh, no, you said you went off of another
I looked at a couple
article,
different articles that tried to put them together, because one article skipped one of the wives' names completely, and so I sort of had to piece them together. But good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I won't feel bad about
Not
my
a
chart
problem.
anymore. All right. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate that.
Not a problem.
We'll see you. Bye. All right. We were going to discuss the cringy reenactment. Okay, Thomas Randolph, he goes and talks with the detectives, 2 detectives there, after he was interviewed in the police station. They go and they say, walk us through this so we can better understand what happened. Floppy Jobby says, I tripped and gifted another sub. It happens to the best of us, Floppy Jobby. Thank you very much. Appreciate your trip. He goes back in the home and he's like, here's what I was. I was out in the driveway. We were pulling in. We just had our anniversary meal or whatever it was. And I pulled in the car, and the way the cars were parked, one of his cars was taking up a lot of space, and it's like sort of like the nicer car, like the show car. It was like a historic or restored car. I don't know what model that was, but it was taking up a lot of space, so it only left a little bit of room for him to pull in and very little room for him to get out. And because of that, he let his wife out first so that she could, open the door comfortably, climb out of the car, and not have to squeeze out of the car later. So she gets out. And I think that was strategic. She gets out, goes through the garage, and enters through the garage door. Supposedly, the hitman was lying in wait. The police think in the bathroom. So she went in the garage door, turns right. The bathroom is a turn left. And as she goes down the hall, that's when she's shot and killed. Then TR comes in, parks the car, takes a few minutes, parks the car gently, comes in the door, and says he sees his wife on the floor. It doesn't come up to her. It's like calling to her, and then sees a shadow, and the guy's like in the bedroom. He comes down the hall, and at that point he reaches up and grabs a gun, which conveniently is right there in this clock, little fake clock on the wall. Grabs a gun and starts shooting at him in the hallways. He's going by, and he's like, I just shot, and I shot, and I shot, pow, 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 pow. And he's reenacting this completely calm, like no remorse, no emotion or anything. And he's like, I don't know how many times I shot him. And I think it was a 9mm or a 4, I think it was a 9mm. And he shoots and shoots and shoots. And then the guy goes onto the entryway to the garage, and he says he shoots some more. And the problem is the shots that the guy sustained, and there was a guy there, and that guy apparently did shoot his wife, but the shots he sustained and his story don't match up at all. Like, he didn't shoot him in the hallway because there's no blood, and there would be blood. The blood starts right in the doorway to the garage, and the gunshot, the wounds to the head and the casings and everything are in the garage, not in the hallway. Just bad. Yes, your chats are showing. I just wasn't reading anything. My fault. Wow, was that a slip? Ella, I do apologize. If you have Henry VIII tendencies, then I think the jury should get to know about that history. He kept a gun and a fake clock. Yes, it was a clock on the wall that sort of sat out, and it was a thick clock, and the front tipped down, and it was actually a big slot for a gun. It wasn't a safe. It was just a fold down clock. The beard is growing on you. It is. I shaved around it today, and very closely, I just about took it off. But Adam, no. Adam, bad Adam, no more. I'm gonna eat some more cold porridge here. That's what I need. Okay, Sissy. Yes, this is the problem. I know you guys caught me. The problem is, if they were charging him for all these offenses, they could bring them in, but they're not. They're only charging him for one. And so they're only allowed to bring in stuff as that relates to that charge. And if it's not connected with that murder, you can't really bring that in. You can't say, oh, you were a shoplifter as an elementary kid, in high school or whatever, so thus you're a bad person now. Even if it's, oh, you killed a previous wife, thus you probably killed your current wife. It's not allowed to be brought in. The judge has already ruled on that. And even when the hitman that testified and said, he asked me to do the exact thing that happened in this trial, it still can't do that. I couldn't see them in chat. I can see them. They are here. You might want to change to top chat or to live chat instead of top chat. That might help. Let's see. Toxic says, we're going to hold another watch party for the 3-part documentary in Discord. Stay tuned for the date and time. If you missed that watch party, and I realize a lot of you did because it was full. It can only hold 50 people at a time, and it was packed. You want to keep an eye on Discord for that, because those 3 dateline. It's about a 5-hour special on this trial on Thomas Randolph. It's amazing. Carolyn W., welcome to the gallery. Looks like you've got a green courthouse by your name. Thank you very much. Appreciate your continued support. Wouldn't be the same here without you. There it goes. There was also no blood on the mask, which means he had it off before being shot. So, Linda, you're talking about the mask that the hitman in the 6th wife's murder was wearing. And there was a mask. It was a ski mask, like a balaclava style. And he was supposedly wearing that mask when he was shot at, including when he was shot in the head. Only there was no bullet holes in the mask. The mask was thrown off somewhere else. So it looks like he did the deed, took off the mask, was talking to Thomas, and as soon as he turned his back, Thomas shot him. Emily covered the TikToker and showed the decision regarding the countersuit. And suffice it to say that the judge mercilessly savaged the TikToker and dismissed her countersuit with prejudice. Good. I'm glad. That's how it ends. Hoping the mask comes into evidence in trial. It will. We've already seen it. First of all, it's evidence at the crime scene, and so it's relevant. This isn't some prior acts thing. Mel D says, I get the previous bad acts thing, but I don't understand. Facts are facts. Can they bring in information like how many times he's been married, how many previous are dead? They probably can bring in the fact that he's been married multiple times, but the how many previous are dead? Well, let's just think. How are they going to bring in this evidence? They'll need to have probably a family member who has asked questions about Thomas and about his wife, and basically it needs to come in through testimony. The prosecutor can't just get up there and say he was married 6 times and 4 of them are dead, and it looks awfully suspicious. That would be wrong. Although I sort of want to see that, but they're going to have to bring it in through evidence. So which witness will they call that will say, I saw this, I went to the 6th wife's marriage, their wedding, whatever, and I think it will come out. The jury's going to know who's been married multiple times. Okay. Let's see. I don't know why my chat is not responding very well. It might be a Facebook thing or a YouTube thing today. It could be Facebook as well. I posted a poll on Facebook for those who want to watch the Dateline series on Discord. Thank you very much, Amber, for that. I wish lie detectors could be allowed. Yes, lie detectors, we always think, that defendants willing to take a lie detector test. That's great. They're not admissible in court. So, Letitia, good effort, but it's not something you can use in court. Hers, on the other hand, I'm glad it was brought in, but not for the truth of the matter asserted. This is the guy who whined while being arrested, right? Made the cops kind of drag him out the front door. Yes, Desert Marshmallow. In his boxers. I think boxers and socks is what he was wearing. Very much so. Complained about his back, and he had to hold on to the door for, to stay upright, and mad that he got tased. If he takes the stand, he'll screw up and open the door. He talks too much without thinking. He's not going to take the stand. He didn't take the stand in his prior ones, did he? Because he's been tried twice before for his wife's murders. Unfortunately, lie detectors are not foolproof. They are one of the ways you can beat them. Actually, is like a rock in your shoe. Honestly, a rock in your shoe under your foot, and you put pressure on your foot every time you want a certain response, and the pain will trigger some of the same responses that the lie detector is testing for. Not that I've ever done that. I've actually never taken a lie detector test. What number was this wife? Number 6. They could say she was wife number 6. I don't know if they need it brought out in testimony first. He got tased. Yeah, he went down hard on the front steps, snowy front steps too. They need my chart in court. If my chart shows up in court, I will have it made. I'll just check that off my bucket list. Weebug says burner phone. Let me check Weebug. What do we have? 1 million messages is what we have. Let's see. Weebug. I thought for a second you sent me a link to a little pickle toy, but apparently it's a poop toy, and it's not as cool if it's poop. Okay. We do have, I know there's Timothy Bleefnick sentencing today. We're going to be in court during that, I think. Stars Hollow Gumshoe says, Recovery Addict, the Tim Bleefnick family feud murder trial, murder sentencing this afternoon. That's going to happen. We'll probably just get news on that one and not watch it. Lie detectors are easy to beat. All you need is no guilty feelings, no conscience, and you're good to go. And this guy, I think, has zero conscience. And there you go. Ivan, you're doing the thumbtack technique. One of the few places you actually do have to take a lie detector test is at certain levels of government clearance background checks. So some of them, some are just investigations and some require a lie detector test. And although it's not evidence that can be used against you in court, failing that would generally mean you fail to get your security clearance. Good morning, Flower. Welcome. We're just getting excited for court this morning as it starts at noon. Sorry, Cobaltan. It starts at noon Eastern time, 9 o'clock Las Vegas time. So here's what I'm thinking. We want to probably be together talking and getting ready for this for about an hour before it starts. That way, if there's any live hot mics, anything like that happen in the courtroom, we're going to get it. I've taken many polygraphs for work, and I never lied though, so all's good. What do you do for work? If you mind sharing, Heidi, you don't have to, obviously, but I'm curious what line of work. I'm guessing security clearance, because generally that's where they typically fall. What's so charming about this dirty old man, Alicia? I think he found people who he could prey on, and some of his wives were beautiful, but they might not have been very self-confident, and he probably played into that to get them to fall for him. He's a bit of a narcissist, and he does use people. And so he looks at them, he's able to discuss or detect a weakness like he did with the hitmen, and say, this is somebody I can shape or manipulate. Let's see, anybody doing the dairy books on Monday? I don't know that one. You're welcome, Cobalt Ann. Thanks for being here. Thanks for asking the question. Did you catch the interference in the hot mic at the end of the motions, hearing about Netflix doc recording now? I did hear that the Netflix might be recording or putting something together for this. But here's what I'll say, Stars Hologumshoe. Netflix, if they are doing it, they're buying the footage from someone. Like they're buying it from NBC, because they're not on the list of approved people to get footage. So they're not collecting the footage themselves. My daughter had to take a lie detector test to work as a forensic scientist for the sheriff's department. So law enforcement there. Desert Marshmallow, I was up for an IT job with my city police department. They told me they'd assign a detective to do the background check, and I'd have to take a poly. Not working with evidence either. Yep, the poly is the polygraph. That's the lie detector test. Retired federal government. I like my weed now. Okay, yes. Heidi, that's awesome. I was a contractor in the federal government scene, Department of Defense. And yes, weed, even though it's legal in some states, like in Colorado, the federal government does not like that. We are going live tomorrow on Hardware to Homestead, or Homestead to Hardware. Is that backwards, Samantha Terry? Hang on one second. Let me click the link and make sure it's right. No, that's right. Hardware to Homestead. You were right. I was wrong. Hide chat, show chat, pop out chat. There we go. Sorry, I made a mess of the screen there. Let's see. Bite Me comes in and says, Ruff officially charged with chick murder. What is unintentional? I need services of Matthew Harris. My human is livid and I'm scared of her. Rebecca, it sounds like Buttercup and chickens are not a good mix. This is the second one. The second time it's happened. Hey, Calamity Jane, welcome. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button. We are excited to get going with trial here this afternoon. It actually starts at noon, which is about 2 hours and 10 minutes before trial starts in Las Vegas. But we're going to be following this Thomas Randolph, the Black Widower trial, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be crazy. I really think it's going to be just off the rails crazy. TSSCI clearance and the lie detectors I've had that same clearance. That's a fun one. But I had no poly. I just had the SSBI. A single scope background. I've been live scanned about 6 times for work. The inventor of the poly invented Wonder Woman. Lisa, are you telling me the truth? I would believe you. I do feel bad for Buttercup. I feel bad for the chick as well. Does Matthew represent canine defendants? He's more in the family law, but dogs are oftentimes part of the family, so it's possible. You might have to go down to Texas though. Eat your oatmeal. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. I'll tell you, the second one's learned its lesson though. Stay away from the dog. Daryl Brooks has a hearing next week. His lawyer wants off the case. Was supposed to be going to trial next week. His lawyer doesn't want to be part of this trial? Carrie Brooke, I looked for a police chase. I could not find a good one we wanted to air today. And I've been watching this morning. I haven't seen a live one that we can jump to quite yet. So here's what we might do. If we break early, we break at 10 o'clock and come back at 11. It's an early lunch, but if that way we're going to get lunch out of the way and everyone's going to be ready for trial to start at noon. We might do a little bit of court hopping before that starts. Why do I have so much headroom? I need to fix that, but I'll do that off camera. Lizzie Dog says, Recovery Addict chicken story. Boss's dog at work added neighbor's chicken to concrete sand. Ended up in customer's concrete. That call was fun. Ooh. Sorry about your chicken. It was the boss's dog. At least it was the boss's dog and not the employee's dog. Daryl won't need a lawyer. He can represent himself. I think he's asked for a lawyer in this one. He just doesn't like the current one. Or the current lawyer doesn't like him. Yes, the police crime walkthrough is something else. If you have not watched that, watch that. That will give you a good breakdown of what Mr. Randolph says happened that night, and we'll also show you a little bit about what the detectives think. When will we start trial? An hour and a half from now? In about an hour, a little over an hour from now. Julia, hi from the UK. Hello to the UK. It's been quite a few years since I've been there, but hope you guys are doing great. I've heard it's hot over there right now. It's hot in Hawaii, and it's hot in the UK. Is that right? Both dealing with fires. Christine Fortunato, thank you very much. Is there doing Daryl Brooks on August 14th?
Daryl Brooks on August 14th?
I don't know. Here's what I'll say. Christine, first of all, Daryl Brooks, typically, those trials are aired. Even if they're not a news camera that's there in the courtroom, they often are aired just on the court's Zoom link. You can go to the state court page and find the right court. Just drill down to whatever area he's in, and there's probably a Zoom link where it's going to go live. Like Judge Darrow had one of those. And the other trials has it as well. The other trials don't have as many good angles as Judge Darrow had, but you're at least able to watch and listen. So if nobody's doing it, it should still be available out there. It just takes a little bit of digging to find. His defensive lawyer is spicy. It's definitely going to be good. DB looks like he's aged quite a bit since representing himself. He's tired, y'all. I'm having sounds that are not being triggered. I'm not sure why. Watching the walk around is disturbing. He seems to enjoy narrating to the police what happened. It's sick. Ritz, a couple times we've seen, and we saw this in the Dateline video, a couple times he seems to be making jabs, like literally taunting the police with, haha, you can't catch me. And it's the guy's just a narcissist. He's so bad. Customers having trouble finishing concrete. This big feathery lump wouldn't go down. Thankful it was a frequent customer. Oh my goodness. That is awful, Lizzie Dog. Ella, I'm still going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. I just need a break. No lawyer likes DB. I do feel bad for him. Do you know if I here in Canada can get into the U.S. court system? Holly, are you talking about accessing the live streams? Very few courts have live streams. Those that do, there's no, you have to be a U.S. citizen location. It's not a sign-up thing. It's generally just a click the link on the webpage. If for some reason there's a restriction on that, it can be gotten around by using a VPN. You can get a VPN very cheaply and almost free sometimes that will basically tell the website you're connecting to that you're coming from a different place than you are. And don't ask me why I know how to do these things, but let's just say I watched the Olympics for free. Did I fall asleep during this? No, you're good, Ella. You're still here. I clicked the wrong words, though. Shell says, last day for the road trip, then 12 hours home tomorrow. Miss everyone. Shells, I hope you and Lee are doing a great, making wonderful memories and getting some amazing pictures. I know Lee is a photographer, so I hope that is wonderful and you're having a grand vacation. Everyone was asking about you earlier this week to see where you were. We put fiber mesh in concrete to strengthen instead of rebar. I just told the customer it was organic fiber mesh. You know the concrete's going to crack. You know it's not strong there. It's some big heavy truck's going to park on it. It's just going to. You mean I could watch shows in other countries with this VPN? Maybe. Like BBC, watching BBC television online. That might be a thing. What VPNs do you recommend? I'm not sponsored by any of them, but there are many out there. Here's what I'd recommend. I'd recommend one that's easy to use and very inexpensive. VPNs are a little bit tricky. So, I mean, there are VPNs with like training wheels on them, like Tunnel Bear, that is pretty easy to use. And you just you click the link and you basically tell it where you want to tunnel to and say, I want to appear as if I am browsing from the UK or from Norway or from, France or from Canada or, wherever it is. And you just choose. But a lot of the plans limit how much data you can have going through there. So check to make sure you have enough data. If you're watching video, it really eats through data fast. You can't leave until it's gone. I have to eat all this. I'm late. What am I eating? Cold porridge now. Oatmeal. I'm doing it poorly too. It's still good. When Mrs. Ari first brought it to me, it was boiling hot, like it was still bubbling. I'm like, thanks. BBC, you have to pay a license fee. The TV tax, let me just say, not if you tunnel in. We need to save Buttercup's t-shirt. Hashtag save Buttercup. I can do some research, Holly. It's been a while since I've priced out a VPN. I'll do some research to see if I can find a VPN that would work well for watching TV over the internet, meaning that it has a high data cap limit. Ella, good morning, Ella. We're just glad you're here. That's all. I watched the Red Bull cliff diving through VPN, set my location to Thailand, I believe. You know what's up, Lindy. That's how it works. This is the opposite of competitive eating. I'm losing very badly. Let's see. Goldilocks finished her porridge faster than I did. All of you are wanting oatmeal. It's good, but it's not that good. It's not like, oh, I crave oatmeal this morning. Let's see. Rona, what if you're over 75? You don't have to pay for what? Which one is that? Is there an age limit Let's see. We have a heat wave in the UK. It's less. Oh, you're talking about the TV tax. TV tax in the UK. That's nice. It's funny. I poke fun at the UK a little bit. I love it. First of all, I've spent a lot of time there, and I really, really love being in England. But I do poke fun at them because they're the only first world country with a TV tax. Other countries are much less advanced than them. Oats are good for the heart and your cholesterol. Well, good. I'm going to finish it, Rudy. It's going to happen here. Is there any in my goatee? Okay, steel cut oats are best, followed by regular, not instant Quaker oats. I'm at the bottom of that list. I think these are instant. Okay, I think we're about done. Trial's starting today, Victoria. We're going to start trial at noon. That's when Las Vegas wakes up. It's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock their time. That's when we're starting. So with 2 hours, we're going to start. We're going to wrap up right now. We're going to take 1 hour break. It's early, but it's lunchtime. I just finished my breakfast. Grab something to eat because trial's going to go from noon for probably about 3.5 hours before we get a break or a long break. It'll be like a 15-minute break somewhere in there. So just plan accordingly. We're going to follow that part live. That's going to happen live with the opening statements and the beginning of witnesses, and then the second part, because it happens so late in the day, and most of you have plans this evening, like dinner and time with family and friends and things like that. It's Friday after all. You might be going out on the town. We're going to take that next part, and we're going to watch it Monday morning. Because Monday morning we won't have anything to watch from 9 a.m. until noon. So we're going to take that second part and watch it then, and then we'll be watching live Monday afternoon as they go live. So we're going to be half live, half delayed, but all today will be live. And I think Brandy, if I'm not mistaken, is going to follow the whole thing live. So if once we're done, you might be able to switch over to her and catch the second part if you just can't wait till Monday and you want to see how something ends. Out on the town, what's that, says Holly. 7 a.m. lunch, woohoo! Lizzie Dog, it's never too early for lunch or second breakfast. Debbie, I'm sorry. Got stuff going on. We'll have it available on the replay if you want to catch up over the weekend. Yeah, if Brandy's doing the whole thing live, we'll probably toss everybody through the portal. And send you over to Brandy once we're done, if she's going to keep doing it live. It just depends how their schedule goes. We're not watching the whole trial live. Heidi, because of the time shift, it would put us to like 8 p.m. Eastern time. It just depends how late they go during the day before we wrap up. And that would cause problems for the podcast that we do. It would cause problems for me. But either way, so I'd encourage you to watch with both of us. Let's see. Such a great idea. Half the day with you, the other half with her. Then I can give you both equal support. You both, Tammy, that's awesome. I appreciate you supporting both of us. I realize that it's very easy to just support one person. Brandy does a great job, and she definitely needs support as well. So thank you. Off to Ohio. See you on Monday. Shells, enjoy the last part of your vacation. Hope it goes great and you drive safe. All right. Anything else we need to cover before we take a very, very early lunch break? You've done it before? Yeah, we did this previously when we had a West Coast trial, and it really worked out well. I might try to make an overlay that explains what we're doing, because a lot of people have questions. But it does work out well. A lot of people get on in the morning and say, you know, when they go to work, they're like, I want something to watch. I like this in the background, or, you know, this is what I have going in the day just to get me through the day and, you know, get my mind off whatever else is going on. And this will enable them to be able to do that and still stay current with the trial, instead of having half a day with nothing and then half a day with live trial and then miss the rest. What time are we coming back? We're coming back in an hour at 11. Ivan's like, lunch, it's 9. It's never too early. It's never too early. How about a high-speed chase for opening statements? Let me look. I know there was one 4 days ago that I think was pretty good. I just need to find a good copy of that I can use. But let's see. VertFem says, prior acts have to show a pattern to be relevant.
Is that correct?
My French teacher would tell me that your name may have some French background in it. Vert being a color. I think it's green, and femme meaning lady. Is it green lady? Is that what your name means? I'm out on a limb here looking at your profile picture. It's been my 3 years of French didn't do me much good. It's a brunch. John Blake, hello from Scotland. We're going to take a break here for about an hour. Are you talking about the standoff in LA a couple nights ago? I saw it live and it was wild. That's the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good copy of that. Desert Marshmallow. If you have a link that you could text to the burner phone, I'd love it. AJ loving the purple. Yes, we've even got the purple lights and the purple on the screen here. It's all good. Love to court hop too. That's always an option. We could court hop while we wait, but I've got to fix this light so it's the right color because it's driving me nuts. It's like having a white sun and a yellow sun looking at me. I know Judge Stephanie Boyd's in a jury trial, but we're not going to follow that jury trial right now because of content. Okay, what's this guy? I've never seen this one. Hang on one second.
But I saw that there was one in our file.
Judge
we did not
Elizabeth
receive it back, so at this point I would just ask to have a judgment entered on the same terms by default.
Okay, if you could please place those terms on the record.
Your Honor, rent to retain in this case is $2,344.74. Costs are $189 for a total redemptive amount of $2,533.74. We'd ask for a judgment by default with a writ to issue after the 21st, if not paid in full.
The small claims court?
All right, the court will note that Mr. Garcia was present at the first hearing. There was notice, there was a note that there was going to be a consent judgment to enter today. Counsel's indicated there's a consent judgment in the file but not received back signed from Mr. Garcia. Today's date was scheduled for 8:40. It's now 10:06. Defendants failed to appear despite being sent notice and being present last week to receive the date and time. The court will indicate by default that plaintiff is entitled to recover possession of the property. The amount now due and owing for unpaid costs, unpaid rent and other costs is $2,533.74. If that amount is not paid or defendant does not move out on before August 21st, plaintiff can apply for an order evicting the defendant. Partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order evicting the defendants. Additional money may be owed if damage to property occurs or rent continues to accrue.
Okay, we've got to break from that. She just moves too fast. Let's see who else is live here in the court side. Got some in Kansas. Judge Boyd. I see Brandy's on there. Who's this lady?
And did you ask her what the purpose of that visit was?
No.
And
she said no. No, ma'am.
And you said that person arrived, and did you ask them anything about how the argument started or anything to that effect?
No.
And she didn't want to give a statement, is that correct?
Originally, she did not.
And did she appear intoxicated or under the influence of something that her memory would be foggy or jaded?
No.
What about any of the other folks there, the eyewitness you talked to?
Didn't appear so.
Okay. And they never gave a name, is that correct?
Correct.
So the witness, you never gave her name?
Did not give a name, is that
The
right?
witness that I spoke to did not give a name. There was, her sister was there also, but I did not obtain that.
Can
Sister's
you
statement.
describe what the other individual looked like?
The witness that didn't provide a name. If I recall, he was a taller black male.
Okay. That's all you've done on this case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There are no additional questions for
Thank
you.
you. The witness that you said saw it was not the sister?
Is that correct? So there were two people there aside from the victim. One of them was her sister who provided a statement, but I did not obtain her statement. A different officer did.
Got it.
And then the unknown male witness who did not provide a name.
So it was the unknown male that said he witnessed?
Yes.
Okay. And
I do not know what the sister's testimony
well,
is.
about how old was this unknown male? Did he appear to be? About how old, do you know?
I would say in his late 20s, early 30s.
Okay. And you spoke to him
Those
directly?
green gloves the
Did
bailiff
you
has
get his
on.
name?
He refused to provide it.
Oh, he refused to provide it. Okay. And you said you viewed the victim's neck. You didn't notice any redness or bruising?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Why is the judge asking all the questions?
Just briefly, Your Honor. You stated prior, Officer Brown, that Ms. Tiarina left the door open at this time. But I believe on cross-examination, you testified you did not remember why she said that. If you saw a copy of your report, would you recall?
Judge, that wasn't my question. I asked if you knew why she was coming over.
Okay. My apologies. If you saw a copy of your report, would you, I believe you responded to that question, you weren't sure why he was coming over, correct?
Correct.
Okay. If you saw a copy of your report, would that refresh your memory as to what Ms. Tiarina told you?
She didn't say, her response was that she didn't ask what the purpose of the visit was, not that she didn't remember.
Is it possible that you did ask Ms. Tiarina what the purpose of him coming over was?
It's possible.
All right. If you saw a copy of your report, would it refresh your memory if she told you why he was coming over? All right. Permission to approach, Your Honor.
He had to find the right angle to get this report up to in front of her. Ivan, don't out me. Don't out me in front of everybody. This is a unique view. We've never had like a ceiling down view of a courtroom like this. And we get everybody in one picture. We've got the court clerk, the judge, the witness, the bailiff, the defendant, the prosecution, and defense. Basically, the jury, we assume, is sitting underneath us. But there's really nobody else. It's pretty close.
Did that refresh your memory, officer?
It did.
Okay. Did Miss Tiarina tell you, I guess, why Mr. Clark would be there?
She did say that he gets upset or mad every time that she leaves.
Okay. And then after refreshing that, did this, just to clarify something prior, the address that this occurred at, was that Miss Tiarina's house or was that someone else's residence?
It was her sister.
Okay. And why did Miss Tiarina tell you that she left the door open on that occasion?
Ask and answer, you know. I think she's asked that.
She did provide that information.
I don't know if this is a bench trial. The way the judge is asking questions, I'd say yes.
No other questions, Your Honor.
May this witness be excused from the stand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Officer Brown, there is a sequestration order, so you're not to discuss any portion of your testimony with any other witness, okay? Yes, thank you. You may be excused. You can call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people would call Detective Pete Scation.
All right. I think we're going to take a break. Desert Marshmallow, I see the stream you sent me. I'm just looking at that. I think this is the end of the chase. Let's see. That's just the standoff portion that ends with the 3 Bearcats. And it
You
goes
solemnly
forever.
swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
I do.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna cut that witness. Sorry, they might have testified to something really cool, but we'll never know. I was playing hide and seek. According to Woo Police Chase, you say. I looked at that one. The chase you sent me, that's one we've already aired, I think, according to Woo. That's the one that he steals that landscaping truck, and there's lots of fun action at the end. Okay, so here's a couple things I want to say right now. Court starts in Nevada in an hour and 45 minutes. We're going to be there for that. We're going to take that live. If you'd like to watch that, please click the subscribe button, ring the bell, and be here. We're going to watch that together. It'll be a lot of fun. Second, tonight we have a podcast on this channel. It is a lot of fun. It's with Weather Watch and myself. We have a blast. If you just need to unwind, have a break, and have a good belly roll laugh, this is where you want to be. We call it the Not Relevant Podcast. We talk about all sorts of crazy stuff, and it's just a blast. It's the same community. It's done live, so your interactions are not just welcomed, but they're key to the whole production. So we'd love to have you there. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming on another channel, on the Hardware to Homestead channel, and you can find that by typing exclamation point homestead into chat at any time, and we'll put that link up in chat. I think we've got that set up. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is a fun little channel where if you like cute cows, and trust me, these are cute cows, and just some really fun, genuine Southern hospitality, good people, you can watch that. You're going to find a new friend, and they're amazing. Why am I getting sound? Why am I getting sound from... There's a quick way to get a copyright strike. What is that over? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. That scared me to death. Homestead has a sound effect playing. Every time you play it, it plays a sound effect. That scared me to death, you guys. No one had ever done that before on the live stream with the sound up. But yes, Homestead does play that little twangy little sound to get you in the mood for the video, for the channel. I had a heart attack, I think, right then. You just watched me die. The spirit left the body, it came back in. I was petrified that I was just listening to like eagles in the background to demonetize my channel and get a strike. But no, that's YouTube approved. Tammy, yes, I'm gonna take a deep breath and try to relax a little bit. That scared me to death, and I'm the one who set that up. I built that literally. Anyway, we'd love to have you guys join that channel and follow along with Sarah. I'm going to be there tomorrow. Hardware to Homestead. If you do exclamation point Homestead, it will play music. It will possibly kill me, and it will give you the link to the channel, which is right there. So that's coming up. We're going to take a little less than an hour break. We're going to be back getting ready for this trial as it kicks off in Las Vegas at 9 a.m. Las Vegas time. That's noon our time. We're going to be here for that. It's going to be great, you guys. This is going to be a circus. You don't want to miss this trial. You'll want to watch every day of this. We're going to follow every minute of it. Not necessarily live. We're going to watch it during the day when you normally watch, and we'll have something for you pretty much the whole time. Other than that, if you want oatmeal, it's a little late in the day, but now's the time to get it. What time tomorrow? Tomorrow it's going to be probably 10 a.m. Eastern time, I think is what we were shooting for the opening of the store. There's the sound. There it is. I need to make sure it's on the limit so it doesn't play over and over. Subscribe to the cute baby cows. Get back to nature. There it is. So we'll see everyone at 11 o'clock. Yes, we've got 40 minutes now. We need to take a break or you're not going to get any lunch. So I've got to play the music. Now is the time for lunch because of the way the court schedule works. You need to eat now or forever starve. Those are the two options available. JJ Sweet, see you soon. Thanks for being here. We'll be back in just a little bit as we get started with the Thomas Randolph circus trial. The Black Widower, wife number 6. Wife number 6 is apparently dead at his hand. And we're going to see if he finally faces justice or if he gets a walk on this one as well. His lawyers are fighting hard, and he's got some good ones. This is going to be a good case. Tonight, when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again in about 40 minutes. We'll see you then. Have a good lunch. We'll see you guys.
Is that correct? On consent to that night.